Since you've been gone, I've been trying to fix me, and I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Lately I've seen you on television. Yeah, it feels like I'm watching you from a prison. And I want to hold myself in my
Yeah, let's get it. What up, Eagle Nations fans, and welcome once again to the Fan Cave, where it doesn't matter where you live, as long as Eagle Pride and Eagle Green is what you give. And I'm your host, OGP, and you know the deal. It's time to get real. You see the ticker, you see the thumbnail, so now you know it's time to show one more video. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell as we talk about Dallas Week. It's Dallas Week once again, one of the biggest games of the year, and we are prepared to take it to them the way they took it to us last year. They put up 92 points in 2 games on us. It's time to return the favor. Well, anyway, please, before I get into that, please, if you have any questions, any comments or concern, you see the email address, please hit me up. I sure would appreciate it. And if you are other content creators, you want to collaborate, please hit me up. All right, listen, before we get started with the news, before talking about the keys to victory for Dallas Week, I want to hit up on some news and notes relative to some other issues relative to some sports. First of all, I want to congratulate the Philadelphia Phillies for them advancing to the LDS series against the San Diego Padres. It was an exciting series of us beating the Atlanta Braves, and the Atlanta Braves looked like they were unbeatable all year long. Definitely a nemesis for the Phillies this year, but I tell you, the Phillies came through these last 2 series. I mean, they really, really put it together. First on the St. Louis Cardinals, and then on the Atlanta Braves, and played team ball. The pitching was timely. The hitting, oh man, it was just a wonderful, wonderful thing to see. And this, as we get ready to start, the hockey is starting. The Flyers are starting. The 76ers are getting ready to get started. I believe that this is a year of great things in Philadelphia sports. I'm looking forward to it, as I know many of you are as well. So, in addition, Joe Musgrove, who is a pitcher for the San Diego Padres, who we will be playing in the NLDS National League Division Series, did have some negative things to say about us. Some negative things. You might want to check it out. He did say some negative things about the Philadelphia Phillies after them beating the Dodgers last night. I think that that should be some bulletin board fodder for the Phillies to use as some energy to move forward in this series. I look forward to them playing well in this series as well, which starts on Tuesday. Next thing, I heard a lot of people talking about Jason Peters last week, and a lot of controversy around some of the things that he said concerning the Philadelphia Eagles. And when I heard it, it just didn't fall right with me, especially with coming out of Dallas about a former Eagle player. And, you know, what surprised me is that some of the content creators who are Eagle fans believed and swallowed that mess. The bottom line is, it's no way Jason Peters is going to say anything negative about Philadelphia or the Philadelphia Eagle fans. I saw the entire interview, and he gave the Philadelphia Eagles fans props and talked about how much he was fond of the Eagles fan base, but they picked and choose. You know how they can make you say anything. They can make you say anything. And, you know, they took it and made it look like Jason Peters was coming against the Eagles. And there were some content creators who swallowed it, who took the bait and then start talking about Jason Peters in a negative way. Jason Peters is, if you cut Jason Peters, he's going to bleed Eagle green. There's no question about it. It's no question. So yeah, he went to the Dallas Cowboys. That's for a paycheck. That's what he did. He went to him for a paycheck, and that's all it is. I mean, who wouldn't? If you're going to pay me, then yes, I'm going to go play. I'm going to go play. Because that's who he is. He's a football player. But to think that, just like you would go work for someone if they offered you. But for some reason, some Philadelphia Eagles players think that he's supposed to be unemployed rather than play for the Dallas Cowboys. That is the most insane thing in the world. There's been plenty of Eagle players that have gone and played for Dallas, namely Randall Cunningham, Howard Carmichael. All these people have played for the Dallas Cowboys. So we're gonna get on him because he would Corey Clement. Oh, so we're gonna get on these guys? No. These guys had to feed their families, man. So we're going to get all of some of the Philly fans are some of the most irrational people in the world. But if there are some logical, sane people that are Philly fans as well, and to think that this guy would say something negative about Philly is totally absurd. Totally absurd. You have to have something in you that would be a leaning against Jason Peters to even think that he would even come off that way. We wouldn't think that about certain other players, but we're going to think that about Jason Peters. Why? Why would we think that? There's no way. I never even believed it for a moment when I heard it. No way. Anyway, moving on. I hear people talking about D-Jack coming back, Deshaun Jackson coming back to the Philadelphia Eagles. I have some mixed emotions about it. I think that he definitely may be able to help us in our kicking game, and I think that's what he has in mind. But that's the only thing that I would bring him back for. I wouldn't bring him back for anything else. But I wouldn't give him. I would not even give him a wide receiver slot, just like they're doing Covey. I would do him the same way: kicks, punts, and kickoffs. That's it. So if he was able to do that and willing to do that, fine. If not, pass on him because the last time he was with us, he's getting injured too much. And once the body starts breaking down like that, even though you in your mind and in your emotions you think that you can, the body is saying that it can't anymore. So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know what they may do, but we after this week. We do have the bye, so we have a bye. If we're going to bring him in or we're going to do something like that, that'll be a good time. It'll be a good time to do it then. And then if you look at the kicking game, it calls for the least amount of preparation relative to play calling and things like that. Okay, it's Dallas week. It's Dallas week. So let's look at keys to victory. Let's look at the keys to victory to beating the Dallas Cowboys. Well, first of all, I think one of the most important things that we're going to have to do, and it's something that we didn't do last week against the Cardinals, which I think was a big mistake. We didn't go to the running game early enough and stick with it. I think if we do that, we have to go to the running game. I think our offensive line is back intact. Everyone is back. Jordan Mailata is back. I believe that everyone's back on the offensive line. So with that being in such the case, I think we need to give Miles Sanders a chance to at least touch the ball at least 20 times. I think that Miles should be able to get 100 yards on them today if we run the ball consistently throughout the game. If we don't and we go strictly passing, then it's not that we won't beat them, but I think one of the things that you have to worry about is you gotta look at Lawrence and you gotta look at Parsons. And the thing is, these guys are the kind of guys that they're going to pursue and tackle. But if you run at them, I think that their success will be minimized. So I think if we run at those two guys today, I think we're going to experience some success. And so I'm looking for a strong running game and a running game that's going to be at the foundation of the game plan today. I don't get it. I don't get why you would have a guy rush for 134 yards and then the next week you hardly give him any touches. I don't get it. He touches the ball less than half the amount of times. It just doesn't make sense. We've got a good offensive line. Use it. Run the ball. But here's these young coaches who want to show how innovative they are and how they're bringing something new to the game. Listen, you can't pass the ball without running the ball first. You invoke the play action, and it enables you to be able to pass the ball. But you got to run the ball first. But these guys want to come out passing the ball pass. We don't have that kind of offense. Stop trying to make something that's not there. What a good coach does is understands the players that he has there and uses them. But for some reason, the Philadelphia Eagles coaching staff wants to make our team be something that's not. It's not yet. Doesn't mean that we're not getting there, but I think because of what we have, it makes us more diverse than any other team out there. No other team in the NFL has the running backs and the wideouts in the top range of in their categories than the Philadelphia Eagles. We have top 5 wide receiver, top 5 running back. And so what are we doing? What are we doing where we're not using those things because we want to be? We're not the Buffalo Bills, nor should we, nor do I want to be. We're the Philadelphia Eagles, and we need to act like it. So we need to go ahead and run. The other thing that we need to do is we need to understand that they're going to blitz us. They're going to do some exotic things on the line, trying to mix us up on the line, and they're going to be blitzing. And I believe that that's where Jalen Hurts is either going to hit them wherever they're blitzing from. You got to hit that hot read, or we have to allow Jalen to use his legs to be able to beat the blitz. Because I don't think Dallas has the front 4 to be able to get there alone. I don't believe they do. So it'll be important for us to allow Jalen to use his legs as well. Now, when it comes to the passing game, I think the passing game is going to be open. First of all, the Dallas Cowboys have a bunch of shrimps in their secondary, a bunch of little guys, except for the guy who led in interceptions. But they have a bunch of short guys. None of them want to tackle A.J. Brown. A.J.'s just a beast. So that slant's going to be open. Across the middle is going to be open for him and Goddard. Whereas last week against the Cardinals, we didn't go across the middle. I think that this year this game to this week we need to go across the middle. We need to take advantage of that because they're going to play zone. They're going to play a shell zone, and that middle is going to be open. So we've got to take advantage of that through slants and bringing Goddard across the middle. And then when they come to blitz and crowd the line, I believe that eventually that Miles Sanders eventually going to break something long. He always does. So, that's something that we've got to look at as well. So I'm looking for Goddard and AJ to have big games today because Goddard is such a big guy. The yards after catch, they're going to have problems bringing him down. They're going to need more than one guy. These guys are small. They're going to need more than one guy to bring them down because as long as they hit it underneath behind the linebackers, I believe that we're going to have success. Then we're going to have Devontae Smith with his execution of his route running is going to present problems. I believe that no matter what Dallas does today, we have the means to offset it by doing something else. They don't have the means by which to offset it, but we have the means. See, we have too many weapons. We have too many weapons for them. I don't think that they have the ability to stop us offensively. Okay, let's flip it. Go to defense. Now, as far as defense goes, I believe it's obvious what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to run the ball. They're going to have to run the ball. Ezekiel Elliott and Pollard is going to run the ball. But what we've got to do is what we always do. We got to stop the run. We have a history of stopping the run. This team has not done it to my satisfaction to this point, but it is getting better. I think one of the things that's causing it to get better is Jordan Davis. I believe Jordan Davis is beginning to catch on. If you watch, he's improving. He's improving every week. He's getting more snaps every week, and he's beginning to get into more plays every week. I believe he's going to have a breakout game today. I believe he's going to have a breakout game, and he's going to make some really substantial plays, and I think that he's ready to do it. I believe that it's going to happen today. All right, so the next thing is we've got the reason why we got to stop the running game is we got to make Cooper Rush beat us. I don't think it's possible. Cooper Rush does not have the ability to beat us. What did he throw the balls 15, 16 times last week? I think he might have thrown the ball 60, 70 times at the most this whole season. He's not 100 yards last week. No, and then we've got the wideouts. We got the cornerbacks to paste on these wideouts for the Dallas Cowboys. I think CeeDee Lamb is overrated, and we're going to show it. I believe that if we blitz Cooper Rush and put some exotic blitzes on him, I believe that Hassan Reddick's going to have a big game today, along with Jordan Davis. I believe the defense is going to play really, really well. I believe this. Listen, the defense is going to play really, 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 really well. Maddox is back. I'm glad of that. I'm calling for us to have at least 4 sacks today, at least 2 picks today. I'm believing that we're going to really, really play well. I would like to see us put a 40 burger on them. I really would, like they did to us last year. And, they put a 40 burger on us when we weren't even playing our starters. So I don't want to hear about Dak not being there if we put 40 on you, because that's what y'all did to us last year and we didn't even play our starters. I would love to see 40 points put on them. But I'm going to say that, as final score, I'm saying that the Eagles going to win at least at a minimum 28 points on them, at a minimum 28 points. And I believe they won't score over 13. They may get 1 touchdown, but I'm not sure if it'll be even an offensive touchdown. They may get something, but it won't be much. I don't think the running game, we're going to concentrate on that running game and shut it down. We're going to make Cooper Rush throw the ball. I don't think he's an adequate passer. We've got premier wideout cornerbacks. We're going to put the pressure on him. I believe this is going to be a butt kicking today. I'm looking forward to be, because we owe them. We sincerely owe them. So, yes, I'm looking forward to it. I hope you are. And that's going to be it for today. News, notes, and keys to victory. It's Dallas week. It's time to put it on them. Yes, it's time to put. I'm not a very vengeful person, but when it comes to sports, yeah, when you do the kind of way that they did to us last year, they deserve that back. And I am looking forward to it. Prime time where everybody can see it. And we're hitting 6-0 with the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Philadelphia Phillies are going to the National League Division Series. I'm happy. I'm excited about Philadelphia sports. I'm looking forward. Tuesday, check it out. The Phillies will be playing. You need to support them. Get on your television, on your radio, whatever you need to do. Support our team. And until next week, I'm OGP, and I want you to say, listen, until next week, peace, power, and Eagle pride. We'll see you next week.
Wasting my time with too many reflections. Yeah. And since you've been gone, I've been trying to fix me. And I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Lately I've seen you on television.